Hi, good day, good evening, good afternoon, good night. That was all over the place, but okay, it doesn't matter. It's my channel. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Star, and today, as you can see from the title, I am doing a 2017 New Year's prediction. Okay. Now, I know that I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to actually do this on New Year's Eve or on New Year's Day, but it's better late than never. It's the first Friday of the year, and I thought I'll put up a video, coming up with some predictions or what's to come, what Spirit says has to come. Also giving you just a rundown of what the theme of 2017 is. So if you would like to know more about what's going to happen for 2017, just keep watching. Another thing I just want to do a quick announcement that I'm very, very grateful, and I say abundantly grateful for all the people and viewers and supporters that I had in 2016. There was a lot of lessons learned. There was a lot of revelations, and you guys just make what I do just so much better, so much easier for me. And I just want to thank you again. I don't think you realize sometimes how hard it is for some psychics for us to be so vulnerable before you, and sure, I guess. So the fact that you guys are so supportive, so receptive, and for the most part, I have nasty comments, but you guys have been kind. Those that actually have been kind, I do want to thank you so much for that, because it actually does mean a lot, and it only pushes me even further in what we do. And of course, if there's other people that do things like myself, it even pushes us even further to spread the word and make voices of who we are as spiritual people, our voice, that we're heard, and we are human, and we do exist. So I do want to thank you so much again for support that was given to me in 2016. Another announcement I have is that you guys, if you want to know anything about the celebrities that you guys cherish so much, please, if you could leave it in the comment box. I've been having an issue with people messaging me on personal forums of mine, as well as the messaging me on business forums, which for me, I find that completely unacceptable, because I do leave that place for people that actually need my time and devotion and my energy. So I'm just saying for the next time, this is not for those that actually I build a rapport with, because I do have clients that we build rapport and we actually talk, and we have certain conversations about certain things, and those are not the ones, these are not the people I'm talking about. But I'm talking about more or less, people that have just, putting out urgency or making it seem like it's an urgent topic when it's not. I don't think people really understand, even though I'm a psychic, I do this for a living, how much energy that it takes for me to even function through my day. And especially if people are paying for a service, you want to be able to be giving your time and your devotion and your 100 to those that are actually using their hard working money to get advice. So if you guys ever have anything, or people you want to comment on, or have any questions, or want me to elaborate in any way when it comes to the readings, please leave them in the comment box, or at most you can also hit me up on my House of Stars page, but on the wall, not in my inbox, that I could actually see the messages there. So I just want to leave that message, or that announcement right there. So let's just get right into the reading. Okay, 2017. So 2017, the numerology number that it breaks down to is the number 1. Number 1 is a number of new beginnings, new initiatives, starting over, things sprouting, things that where you've planted your seeds, actually either they're sprouting or you're starting to root your rewards. This is a time of year where it's about putting yourself first and putting the goals that you want first, and actually going out and taking action in the things that you desire. Now, what I do think for 2017, I think this is a year for a lot of people that I find, last year was a year where people came to the realization of what they want to do with themselves and where they want to go in life. You know what I mean? I think this is a year more or less where people are going to start to actually execute it, or start working towards what they want for themselves. I get that this year is more of a year of independence. I do think financially, It should be a better year for people as well, and especially if it comes to those that are having any financial issues. This is also a year where you are asked to restructure how you've been doing things up till now, but at the same time, there's still going to be a cushion that is there. I know for some people, like 2016 was a really bad year. Of course, like I just want to say and encourage everyone that the worst is over. Keep in mind that through everything that had happened last year that may have not been so positive, there's always lessons and newfound strength that comes along with it. So be encouraged for 2017, because I do believe that this year should be a better year for a lot of people. I feel like when it comes in terms of love, people that haven't been in a relationship in a very long time, this is a year where people that have been alone are going to find their one true love. I feel like also those that are actually in relationships that, you know, are either dead-ended or they feel like they've been keeping up the facade for as long as they could. This is a year where that's going to end and people are going to just, you know, have humility and let go of what no longer serves them in terms of the connections they have with people, relationships, or things like that. I see like there's a lot this year. I'm not just speaking of myself, but this year is a year for a lot of new childbirths as well. So for those that don't have any children or haven't had children in a while, I do feel there's a year for people that there's a lot of childbirths, or a lot of people are going to be having kids within the new year. Well, that's every year, but this is a year, like, I feel like what's more unique is people that are either having their final child or having their very first child. Or if there's been a long break in between children, they're having their child then, okay? Overall, if anyone is familiar with Chinese horoscope, this year is actually the year, as of January 28th, is the year of the rooster, which the year of the rooster actually has a lot to do with finances, expansion, new initiatives, technology, everything that has to do with financial stuff is really good. At the same time, that even though the rooster does fall into the year of good things to come when it comes to your finances or enterprises that you do, when it even maybe you make your money online, or the case may be, this is also a year where there's going to be some shifts and changes in terms of whatever forms or platforms that you use when it comes to your finance. So also that's something that you guys should be prepared for as well. This year is a year that you're going to see, and I'm not going to lie, you're going to see some tragedies. I'm not seeing that there's going to be a lot of them, but I do see a couple, maybe 2 or 3 major ones that are going to happen this year. And I actually do feel like they're literally tragedies that actually shift the existence of people. Like, I feel like last year was a year that people were allowing these kind of social issues or that happen, or to kind of affect them more on a social media standpoint, like where people were putting up posts in support of certain countries and things like that. But this is a year where things are going to start to shake people to their very core. Okay, this is going to be a year where people are going to be forced to actually pay attention to what's actually happening rather than ignore them. Okay, I don't know why I keep on saying Putin. I think it's Putin. I know shit about politics. I promise you, I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't like politics. I don't give a shit for it. I've even worked for a poll clerk one year, and I'm not going to lie, I'd be the first to tell you, in Canada, I've never voted before, even though I worked as a poll clerk. I know I should care a little bit more about that. I'm not trying to say that, but it's just something that I feel like, amongst other people, I just feel like my voice is not even heard in the first place sometimes. So I know everyone's going to get on me for that, but that's just how I look at it. So that's just why I don't vote. But I just feel like there's going to be some political things that are going to be happening this year. Very strong, detrimental things. I really feel like when it comes to Donald Trump, and I know we all been saying this and we all been seeing this, but it's so true. I really feel like he's going to walk into that White House and not know what the hell he's doing. I just feel like it's going to come to a point that you're going to start to see how much he's not even happy with being a president, especially with the things that he's gonna find out or he's gonna expose. It's a lot of things that he's gonna expose. And as for 2017, like that's what I see. This is a year of like expose. Like a lot of things are going to be exposed. A lot of secrets, a lot of scams or structures that we're meant to believe that there were a certain way that they're not. Like I feel like last year, of course, it's not like we never knew this all along, but I feel like last year was a year that we kind of felt it within our intuition something was not right. But this year, it's like, no, it's going to be in black and white. You can't deny what's happening. You know what I mean? I feel like this year is also a year that you're going to start to see a lot of people are starting to like be a little bit more truthful with their feelings. Like no one's going to really have tact is what I'm seeing. I see a lot of people are going to be just speaking within their truth and not holding anything back and just saying what they feel, what they want in the moment. And this is going to definitely come from a lot of people that are in prominent roles where we feel like they should be a little bit more tactful or a little bit more, I don't know, I guess the word is, tactful. Be a little more tactful in their approach. But this year's a year where people are just gonna be over it. I do feel like there's gonna be a really big tragedy coming, and I feel like the whole world is gonna be involved in this tragedy. I see it also being something that is gonna influence the music industry as well. I'm seeing children underground. I don't know what that means. I don't know where they are, but I'm seeing these children that are underground that are going to be found. Okay. But I see children under a rubble and they're just being pulled out and things like that, and children being found. I'm wondering if this year there's also going to be a natural disaster, because it looks like one, or maybe I don't know if it's a bombing or something, because I'm just seeing rubble, is what I do see as well. There's going to be a death of somebody that's very prominent in the entertainment industry or the social world, that I do see. I don't feel like it's going to be a year like this year where people are going to be falling like flies, but I do feel like there's going to be somebody that's going to be prominent, it's going to be lost. I'm not going to say who it is, who I see, because of course, out of respect, that I shouldn't say that. But I do feel like at first there's going to be a female and there's going to be a male. This female is very prominent. I mean, I feel like this is a relevant of the times kind of artist that is going to pass. So it's going to also be a fun time in sports as well. I do get the sense that, when it comes to around the summertime this year, I feel like it's going to feel like there's going to be a lot more fun times and stuff. A lot of things of the past are going to start to come back. It's like everything is going to have that good old, like, old time feeling. And then you're going to also see some new changes as well. I think this is a year, especially when it comes to countries, when it comes to music and things like that, you're going to start seeing a lot of people starting to shift within their independence. Okay, so everyone is almost like, it's like everyone's trying to live in a world of their own. But I do feel like there's going to be a huge there's something being exposed within the spiritual world. Something that has been held back from us as humans for a very long time is going to be exposed as well. And this has to do with our existence within ourselves. And I think this has to do with the spiritual world. It's already starting to happen already. But I do feel like there's going to be something that is going to come out that's going to teach a lot of people how to be a little bit more open, a little bit more receptive within their own spiritual self. That's going to be a little bit more mainstream. It's something that I do see that's happening as well. The U.S. Army is going to have to go somewhere for something. I think it's probably having to do with this world thing that I'm seeing happening here. That I do see happening. But I do feel like those that are in the Army or have people that are in the Army. Well, it's not like that there's not people that are in the Army right now that are deployed, but I feel like there's going to be a specific, I guess, war zone or something that's going on in a different area that people are going to be deployed this year. Overall, this year, I feel like this year should be a little bit more quieter than last year. It's going to be a year like many others that have gone, it's going to go by pretty fast. But I feel like between the summer months until the end of the year, it's going to feel like everything is going so slow. Like everything is going to be going like molasses. But this is going to be a year of family. This is a year that you're going to start, whoever you have around you, you're going to hold on and cherish. I think people are going to get over the fact of being segregated. I think a lot of people have gone through a lot of things in the past, and I guess through social media and things that are being seen, it's kind of been influencing this place of separation. But I feel like we're actually going to come to a place where we're going to be brought together a little bit more. I feel like that it's almost like if we've went through a place where there's been so much darkness, and we're also filled of light, and we're now coming to a time where that darkness is going to have to be dispelled and exposed, and those who are sending out the darkness, they are getting what they deserve. And I just feel like those that have been living in darkness are now shifting in a place of light. So I do see that as well. Overall, I guess for this year, I just feel like it's going to be, it just has a peacefulness to it. There's going to be some rough edges around it, but I would say most of all, this is a year of truth. Whatever that was once in the darkness is coming out to light this year, for sure. So yeah, that's it. I guess that's what I see for so far in an overall aspect, because it's different when you go from celebrity to celebrity. So if you have any questions of concerns or what you see of 2017, or if you feel like you've seen some predictions yourself, because I have some pretty intuitive or woke people up in my comments. So if you feel like there's anything that's going to be that's going to happen for the new year, or things that you notice have changed so far since the new year has come in, please leave it in the comment box. And of course, if you would like to get a reading, you know to hit me up. The email's in the description box, and make sure that you do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay? And if you know somebody that'd be interested in what I have to say or what I have to talk about, be sure that they subscribe. So I do want to thank you so much for your time and rocking with me. And I want to wish you guys a happy 2017. And may you guys be blessed. Make everything that's in the dark come into light for you. And that you have the utmost success in this 2017. So I do want to thank you so much for your time again. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.